Today we're gonna compare the video difference of the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 14 Pro. Is it really worth the upgrade? Well, let's find out. Okay, now I am recording with the 12 and the 14 Pro. And this is the audio quality of the 14 Pro. And this is the audio of the iPhone 12. Here we are testing out the HDR quality. You can see that the iPhone 12 is much noisier. Hey. And this is the ultra-wide lens. The 14 Pro has a slightly more purple tint, and the 12 has slightly bluer. You can see that the iPhone 12 struggles a little bit in the dark spots and in the corners, while the 14 Pro stays sharp and nice. This is a 2x, which the 14 Pro crops in at 48 megapixels and still keeps the 12 megapixel quality. So now I am recording with the telephoto lens on the iPhone 14 Pro with the same focal length on the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 doesn't have a telephoto lens, so the quality may be much worse. But you can see that the iPhone 14 Pro shows much more detail in the tree here. You can see that the 14 Pro performs much better in the dark also. The 12 becomes more noisy in the dark spots. Here's the 3x still, and I will crop in to let you see the quality in the text. Of course, we want to test out the front-facing camera. So this is what it looks like. And again, I think the iPhone 12 looks a little more greenish or bluish, while the 14 Pro brings out the natural look behind me and is a little bit more accurate. You can see the details on my face is much better on the 14 Pro, and it's because the front-facing camera has had a huge upgrade, I've heard, and looks more natural, I think. It brings out more details. You can see the sky behind me. I think the 12 is a little bit more flat to my eyes. And here's my little brother, and this is without the action mode on each phone. And this is with the action mode. This is how they perform in a darker lighting situation, but not pitch black. It looks like the 12 is more noisy, as usual. And this is how the front camera looks in a darker lighting situation. At first glance, I think the iPhone 14 Pro performs much better than the 12, but I don't know, it's the processing steps too. Now I'm going in to the darkness to see how each perform on the main camera. It looks like the 14 Pro does a slightly better job at dark spots. It's really dark here, so they are both doing a very well job. This is the 3X on both phones. The iPhone 14 Pro looks pretty noisy, but brings out more detail and color. Alright, so my conclusion in this case is that if you already own an iPhone 12, I think you should keep it, unless you want the image stabilization and cinematic mode, which comes with a 14 Pro. But be aware of that this camera compares to many DSLRs out there, like the one I'm recording with, the Nikon D5600. So if you want DSLR quality and pro features, you should buy this one, but it's pretty expensive. I think you can wait for the iPhone 15, or wait for the iPhone 14 Pro maybe next year when the price drops more. But don't forget that you can't record 8K with this, so you will not get better resolution if you shoot with this. That is my conclusion with these. If you want to see the image comparison with these two phones, I will put it up here so you can watch it. Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe, because that would help me a lot. And peace!